welcome to the Tot Terrific Football Blog. This week we are changing things up a little, doing a video instead of the usual written posts, and we are going to be talking about J.J. Watt.
Yeah, excellent football player, and I would say even a better person.
Yeah, that's where our focus is towards him as a person, because he's more than football. He really is. He goes above and beyond.
And I think we should grade athletes more on that, because a lot of people say, well, oh, it's not their job to be a good person, but they're put on a platform, kind of even bigger than the president sometimes, because I know a lot of people that love sports but don't care about politics. And these people should be held at a higher grade. They have so much to do with the community, and I really think they should be held on a higher grade than the average person.
Yeah, we have a lot of young kids looking up to these football players as role models, and JJ, like a lot of them, he's different because they just kind of like go on Instagram, flaunt their money, like, oh, I have all these cars, I have this big house, this and that. But yeah, JJ is really different, and I have a story that I always tell about him to everybody. Like if I see him or he comes up, I just say it every time. That one time this kid, he was in a car accident and he was wearing a J.J. Watt jersey, and it actually got cut off of him, and he was really upset about it. They got the story out, and JJ actually went to the hospital to visit him with a new jersey.
That's really cool, and you don't really see much of that. A lot of guys will just go to social media and say, "Oh, I really appreciate that. Thank you, kid, way to be." But he went out of his way with the New Jersey and did that. And one thing that J.J. Watt also does, and it gets lost a lot. You see people buying their parents stuff, and it's just like money based, but J.J. Watt tries to actively be a part of his nephew's life. His brother Derek just had a kid, and he was talking, the whole offseason when he was injured, how he thought it was so cool that, he got to spend time with his nephew, and he wanted to be the favorite uncle. And then Derek had just recently signed to the Steelers with his brother TJ, and now he's really worried that he's not going to be favorite uncle anymore because his nephew's going to be spending more time with TJ. So, on top of that, him just being a good overall person for the community, he's also a really family-oriented person, and you don't see that a lot. You see, like, oh, I bought my mom a house, but you don't see, like, them actively trying to be a part of their life.
Yeah, he's really, he's really trying for the youth as well. He has his own foundation, and, he raises money for kids for after-school athletics. This foundation has also helped people after Hurricane Harvey. They were able to build over 1,000 houses, and they raised over $1 million.
Yeah, and when that happened, he was kind of on the front line with these first responders. He would go out in some of their calls, and he was the first person to really donate a big chunk of change, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, I don't see a lot of other athletes doing this. Obviously, there are some, but I think he really goes the extra mile over football. Obviously, he's a great player, but he does a lot for this whole world, actually.
He really does. And also, if you want to address more on his wife, I know he's really kind of a social justice guy as well.
Yeah, his wife, Kalia Ohai, she recently signed with the Chicago Red Stars, and a lot of the articles addressed her as J.J. Watt's fiance. They're married now, but at the time they were just engaged. And he really stepped out and spoke about that. He said, no, don't address her as that. Address her as who she is. She's very talented. She is a soccer player. She has her own accomplishments, and they are not tied to me.
And, that's a really cool thing, that he understands that she's capable of a lot and is really has an impact as well. And he doesn't want to say, well, oh yeah, it's just J.J. Watt's wife. He knows that she's an excellent person on her own. And that's, a really humble thing because he's one of the best defensive players of all time, and that's not even arguable. His numbers are crazy, and he just disrupts the game. And for him to do that, even like it's for his wife, but nobody has done that, and that's just super cool.
Yeah. So overall, J.J. Watt, amazing football player, amazing person. We just want to say thank you, J.J., for all you do.
Yeah, and I think not just the sports community. I think the rest of the world can take a memento on how he acts. You don't need a lot of money. I know he has a lot, but he donates his time as well and his efforts, and he realizes his reach. So if you have time and you have like people that can follow you, try to make your best on an impact. So we appreciate you, JJ, going above and beyond.
Yeah, thank you, JJ. Can't wait to see you next season.